You stop mid-step.
That bottle, Bratan! Just look at that bottle!
In this drunk's hand, on the pipe there, glowing blue.
Oh, I think this is about so much more than cool.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy? So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
See? There it is, Bratushka! The spirit! Let's buy the... It's our end game! Exactly! This is no ordinary drink! It's what our relationship... You have to buy it from him! Get it off him! Kill him if you have to!
The lieutenant looks at you, looking at the bottle of spirits, then at Rosemary, suspiciously.
Aye, by amphetamine I mean speed. Aye, what? Good, my man. Now what can I offer you? See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. You know, it's funny actually. What? This guy,
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Oh, this is medicinal.
He ain't shitting you! Medicinal spirits are a blast, Bratan! The flaming...
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's the post. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter. It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of air. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use. Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here.
Don't say it.
3 real.
Well done. You got it.
Just make sure.
Bratan! I am so proud! Now!
The tie is so on the money there. Up the bum it goes.
Just wait for my sign!
Soon. The time will come soon. Have patience, brave one.
In the civil.
Don't you call her? Yeah!
You really don't have to.
Abigail. Oh, Abigail. Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone.
Don't call Abigail!
The man hiccups. Then he snorts and beckons.
Don't call Abigail. Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Don't call.
Hey, Tequila! Good to see you. How's business? So what's happening? Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the,
Good. These people know you're...
I like this guy. You should too. He respects you by calling you your true name.
That's the spirit. I used to shape reality into my image. Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those
This guy's your buddy. You idiot doom spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation.
It's you. We've met before.
No, you sure don't.
Maybe. You look like you want to know how.
Tequila Sunset. Something.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my chords. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be real.
It is. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he...
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this, we get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling.
Oh, yes, you do, Bratushka! The only thing better than that is putting the pedal to the
One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up. Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of... Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed... What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat... The time! So, naturally, being the cure... The time hath come for tequila sunset. The end... Yeah. Looms. Why not? Then we ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and you... Recognizing a brother in need, we asked about the whole tequila sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on. Yeah, ours. It was how they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad.
Wow,
Yeah, I bet tequila...
if you only knew.
You were pretty vague about it.
Please, don't open that.
No one's fucked me. I...
It seemed pretty painful to be beside your gun and your bag. In retrospect, I guess you told us that they were a bunch... No specifics, though. It was... Yeah, you said it was no big...
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
Yeah, you kept talking about how the... I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure... You kept telling us that in your work you've... I believe you mentioned something about the... It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs. Place! Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what... So now it's a... Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. It depends, really. Booze. Did you... So... Have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me. Not much, but it will...
Hey, Spiral Boy.
Shut up, guys. I developed the paradigm. Worked within the... It did. But now dreams are... One day
His eyes.
So I removed the keyring and put the keys for the front gate. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down. Reality was looking rather grim just then. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my... I wish I were tequila. I wish I were. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and people are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. Just then, I experienced a moment, but when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers. Anyway... Long story short, life... So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh? The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent. But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit... Good fucking question, tequila. I used to own... Now I can't hang on to anything. What? You've never... Pretty nice.
Good God. It's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. Randomized trial. And then there's...
Wow, you're...
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them any time. My fellow...
Hey!
Shut the fuck up.
I thought he was a...
And this is Abs. So yeah, I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. I know. It was tequila. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help. Yeah, exactly. If I knew somewhere north of here, I'm all ears, tequila. You too.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow there. Chemically sweetened. Across the road is smooth and motley. Crater, a tub. His boyfriend is on his way home. Number 312. Crater's pop. The wind. The scruffy. He watches his brother kick the stone-kicking one.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't. The rock kicker was just being.
You're bad with kids. Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police?
The kids don't rip. You're not sure about the melody.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. Oh, welcome, police officer.
We are not here.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen. No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One, he was brooding, needed some help opening the door.
She says it as if he was on some kind of
Oh, the you.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
You're not. No one...
Maybe they are, because you're an ill omen. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor car. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us? Stay. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. Oh, don't. It's your choice. No skin off my teeth. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Just us. It's big. This is pretty much.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
The lack of wealth.
It's cold.
Riddles. Fits with the...
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this. Oh. It seems to be a common theme these days. Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Some over there you can find an old military. After now the Goodwill ran well, and then there's the... I'm sure you did. Nature here for you?
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Not much. Some...
So, did...
No, we've tried. Before you get to the church, there's some ruins. I don't know of note. The old fish market up on the boardwalk, as I said, is a peninsula. There's no... What do you...
That's an excellent question, man.
Aye. Laundry. Are you getting a reward for it at least? What? You're fetching someone...
In fact, he does.
None of my business. Anyhow, you might ask Lil. Me? Now it's your turn, Mr... Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh? I might be half blind, but it looks like... Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't. She's right over there. Yes.
The door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some... After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in
The key to the bed is comforting. On the table, you see a... How would you know? You haven't... An old mirror hangs as you abort. You clearly have not thought this through. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you? It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, please stop. It's horrible. You can't, can you? What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse, superstar. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. Like the rest of you, it comes from it's too late. Like an... An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of... It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current. Things were good. It was smooth. Forget about Austin. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air, Boîte de Nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. The click is used to... Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because unlike Guillaume, everyone loved it. Maybe you thought you have some understanding of the... Not really. There is a vast ocean of... It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe still not happy. On the table, you see a bowl of water, On the table, you see a bowl of water. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Stop, for crying out loud. You're gonna cut your own throat. The razor lands with the water, a fresh start. On the table, you see a bowl of water. Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman. You use the sharp blade chafes against your skin. They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps, I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. This, either way, good on you. You are...
Hi, officer. Anything I can help you with?
You've graduated to Lawbringer now?
Men with authority have their quirks. So what brings you here, Lawbringer? A fishing village on the seashore. This place. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's a regular mass-produced sword. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. What makes you think we haven't? That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in
Not bad.
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying. Gone. To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much more. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. Life didn't really change.
This is neither a... She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another. Better, drunk. Ask her.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Remarkable. It's a good thing, too, that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old doom spiral. Upper management to the core. How sweet of you. It really is. If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as it. Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha! Like snowmen. 2 old guys have been wandering around here. Nose in sand. I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kid. I sell the fish to people in the delta to serve. Sometimes I also walk to the beach.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Wood. Bottled, drugs also.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer.
Yeah. Maybe steer clear of the things reminding her of the floater she used to be married to.
Are you? What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought. He has a pen in everything. Here you go. I shouldn't have. That's what I asked you. Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature.
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Yes, I am. Little, that's nice. My mum is great. She's never angry or anything. Yes, they look the same. They look identical. It's Lammy.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days.
Yes. Very soft.
Press your damn cheek against Lammy, okay?
Isn't he soft? It's a ground.
You might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
I don't know. Sure. I mean, you already took it. I don't like it anyway. Bye!
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle. The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution.
Unable to piece together the big picture, the scattering of bullet holes
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out.
there's a cylinder.
Who's there?
His self
Is that the police?
Don't worry, Gary. To what do I owe the pleasure? Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the area. You broke the water lock with a motor carriage? There was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter.
Did he say we...
Yes, Gary. We can go soon.
Sir,
I just have to do one more round. See if the Phasmid has taken the butt, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. Typical rookie assumption. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Good question. Being a and I suspect it may have also... Good question. And I suspect it may have also... The smart, but
Yes,
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. Very little. Oh, not yet.
just out of curiosity.
I know it's by which I mean, I've heard enough first. Yes, it's the first I have to.
he means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species.
Yes.
There's nothing dispassionate about the way he
Well, they may not look it. Yes. Seem at least locusts.
Inside the traps, a number of the traps do.
Yes. What? And
Come on, Morale.
and leave the traps?
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out.
Of course it's yes.
Needless,
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find. No.
he's dead. I could go for some trap setting.
Of just all...
He seems reluctant to talk about himself.
No. Of the two were categorized as confirmed, yes. The Chateau Quan forest pig. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More indeed. If our expedition is successful, it's not child real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone...
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
No, as I see...
Interesting. Something for later, this close call.
Everything...
He's interested in things that people...
Most establishment... Yes? I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work. Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of... That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event, it's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to... Wise choice.
I hope you're not buying this.
It is precious. A single dose. Bring it to me. There are another third. You should...
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this? Is it?
If you think it's important.
There are four. Another we... The third. You should...
That seems like a lot. Do we really have... Is it?
If you think it's important.
Right.
Final.
Thank you for...
If it's more... But what if the information is vital? Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes, guess what's yours? That is only a ludicrous daydream. That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again. You're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Yes, impotent rage and No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance. Wow.
Hello, Yellow Man.
The Lieutenant Yellow Man.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. Oh, I've been tempted. But...
He pronounces Revacon with a hard K, unlike other people.
I like to pronounce it the hard.
He winks at you, trying to relay. It's a secret rite. A very fringe nationalist handshake.
Oh, so that's what the art...
So you do...
No. Nothing. He was some kind of...
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange.
No. Not many Sealites here.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be the really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. No problem. My mug? Why would you think that? How do you mean? Forgive me, officer, but we've only just met. Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. Thank. I don't know what got into me, really.
What did you...
Nothing. Just answering some questions. I know a guy who works with the trash collections, so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is I'm sorry.
Disgraced. No need for the history.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash. Okay.
Right.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Armor?
There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
I hope I could help your investigation. In my small way.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what... Yes, and it's critical. You need to get so magged up. Yes.
Always officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the button. Yes, like a piece.
I knew you'd figure it. I was ashamed of what I did. And I...
Gary!
Later, Morale.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Because I was weak.
The hell, Gary?
I'll explain later. Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and so I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him.
It's okay. It was a...
I'm so fucking...
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic...
I always thought it was...
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A query, but so light to hold, like a bag of...
Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry for what I said.
You see,
And Mikhail noticed the windows. You officers.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, Hypertech. Oh, yes. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of him, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers. Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run orbit.
the man speaks in the artificial cave.
But I assume...
This man is your... Wow, get a load of this guy. He really...
Aha! But it's not just... What not...
Hold on. What's R&D? It looks old.
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and... You're probably more familiar...
Mea culpa. You are not...
That's not... Based still. Tricentennial was beat... It was here in Martin... which is a...
He assumes something like a combat.
Indeed.
The revolution!
Unfortunately, all of this was built by Feld. Even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Mart. Yes, they... Yes. To lure in, they used... What's the...
A short...
It's a... I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. But of course. What else? Sure. What's on your mind? Actually, no one knows.
Buckle up.
10 years ago...
Wait. Did he just... He did it. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And...
The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself, to on Lagerman...
Actually, I think there is... No, it's too much.
In fact, I'm not. The Wump... But perhaps...
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the... Yes, who knows? But of course, no thanks...
You see, Someone has left an unidentified the cloth. It's stripped.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. I'm sure he'll be thrilled.
As you hold it in your hands, it's a sword. Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't you? Good choice. The smell. It's awful. It doesn't help. Don't you recognize it? Something cold wakes in the pit of the lieutenant. There's some tear. An empty A man lies on the boardwalk. His limbs bent. Half of his body has slipped between the...
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need...
Another dead body. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. He's wearing mud-caked boots. The leather jacket suits him well. You find some sunflower.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around a dried chunk of...
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the...
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hot. A .75
tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them.
True. It's Rabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The blackness...
He ate the whole pack. I've seen it before. Almost the same scene.
In a ditch off a road below the 881. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind. The man has fallen through a crack in the... His expression... Height, 170 to 175 centimeters.
Looks like one of the locals. But that's just...
This is an omen. A sign from above that you need to stop drinking.
Well, at least you're not married.
Or...
But let's try to not run ahead. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. Oh yes. Some symptoms, but I think that death arrived through head. They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. It does seem to be a pretty straight... From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to... Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can...
There's some tear. 2 empty...
A tragedy.
Whoever... Red Astra is the... You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database. One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell.
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary. What about his belongings? Did you examine any information on the library? Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi? That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? 57.
In the cabin, you... The library card is folded into 2. If lost, please return the card.
Good. We should give them a call.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. Most of these titles... Inside, You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. Hold on. I've got Central Jamrock Public.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you? Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database. Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately. Here we go, sir.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day. Happy we could help. Goodbye.
Anything else you need from me? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Can I help you? What is this thing? What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So...
I feel good about our work here.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that cover. No, these tracks are not. Just an ordinary wall. The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. You peer.
This is bad mojo, man!
Your chest feels.
You okay there? You were looking pale there. Bullet holes generally look the same, so probably. But plenty.
A weathered brown. The lieutenant. This is the door.
Don't knock! Just leave! You don't need this! You don't need to sigh!
You're right. Let's talk this through. Chances are that whoever's going to greet us behind that door. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of dead. Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't. Yes, it's hard. But they...
The lieutenant motions.
You're right. Chances... Now, delivering a death notification is...
The lieutenant He gives you a
It's you, from the books. I don't think I introduced myself properly.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here.
Is this about Victor?
Keep it together.
Sorry, I'm
It's like ripping off a bandage. The least painful way is to do it straight away, without stalling.
It's me, Victor. And the kids. The girls are staying.
She swallows.
He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the
She folds. Here it comes. I don't want to. I don't want to do this.
Do what?
Officer.
Too late. You ruined.
Excuse me? What?
She's in pain.
We are very sorry.
Oh. But he was just...
I understand that this
What happened to him? Tell me. And you just... How long had he been there?
She doesn't reply. You hear the clock.
Is there anyone?
No. I just need...
It burned.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home? All right. I'll call. Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him? No, I meant where...
He was taken to the city morgue. Is there anything...
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still...
Again, if there's anything we could do...
I'll take it from...
We should step outside and talk. So, the death notification. It's all right. I'll call the station when we're finished with it. There's not much we can do for them. That's it. And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't...
I really have, he thinks. She was strong.
You're back. I love you.
Fast.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freight. What can I help you with, Lieutenant?
How about you share your information on the lynching?
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you My plan is to share information. The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial info. Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It does.
If.
Of course, I wouldn't.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of...
I have an indirect role to play. I'm sad. Absolutely not.
Who are they?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. They were...
So?
The story he was taken out behind the wall. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let... It's...
What is the...
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. It's not. If you...
The debate...
Have you ever... These...
The...
As I said, a bloodbath. It doesn't have to be one single concrete suspect delivered into civil court. A good one, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Yes. I'm afraid this strike may...
Since you're...
Then we're on the same page. Not much. They both... Yes. Sad. If you...
Do you know...
In my line of work, I have. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from the remaining contract, that the man was killed because he assaulted a local...
The lieutenant
Odd. We haven't heard any reports of...
Last Sunday night. Either way, that's a good...
You'll meet her soon enough, you feel.
If you mean did I see him alive? Lely, his service name, and not... He was 40.
Indeed.
In a way,
Must be hard to force your face to move in a new...
they've gone to... They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
One is obviously the scat leader at the other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were camping.
That may be so.
For all your talk of averting...
Of course,
Your cons...
that would afford a good vantage.
Where is your radio for...
Heavens no. I'm not I hope I can answer it better. Until the execution...
They don't report the...
Not on this. It's a matter of days. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course.
For about half...
It was taken with a Trigette not long ago.
Her mouth is relaxed.
Sorry. I was trying to see. I can't. But that's how you read this story. Up close. Ports... The sailors...
Where is he now?
I would say he's near the Arcade Islands by now. Ready to exit the Insulin. Quite a few.
What next?
Then he made his way to Revish.
The old...
You said...
I can't.
Someone in Martinez looking into Krenel. He writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and...
That...
For all the boys looking...
His
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not...
Do what you have to do to...
We will be careful, man.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again, just get the dead guys on it.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time. Yeah.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
This is what happens if you take the law in...
Let them come. The hardy boy...
You heard the man. Righty.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ester 50s. Zilagar. I guess we're gonna see. Aren't we? Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole... So are the local...
Yeah. What are they now, huh?
These people are trained...
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Big fucking surprise. The fuck is that supposed to...
We're not bees. We're men.
Easy, E. What do you mean, okay? Yeah? Just try not to get in the way when the whoop-ass flies open.
The tear machine, your bottles clunk.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
If he really wants to save the economy, the speaker, you should go over and ask him about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
The shine.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them.
Hello, hello. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Again? I can't.
You know what it is. It's like
Oh,
another life.
Yes, from another life. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Somewhere good.
This isn't helping.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? No, because in this thought...
Come on, stop it.
You're not... Yes, sir. Just some... Neither can I, partner.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Wow, still not doing it. You're bad at this.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither can I. We'll...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing it. 2. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work boot. 4. Standard work boot. Number 5. Another standard work boot. 6. Light as air. 7. The glowing outline. 8. Another standard work boot.
7 sets of tracks, right? That's all? Interesting.
Note to self. This would be a good question to ask Titus. Where?
I'm guessing that's the skinny hardy boy. The one with his front. I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not. 200. This could be the combined weight of...
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes. Interesting.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy.
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle, which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the odd soul. Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? You're right. But we should still... A week, maybe?
It is not.
I pulled...
Correct again. Sub-Zero...
What do I think? Then...
Indeed.
So far...
Of course, there were 8 tracks. But there are only 7 Hardy boys.
Mm-hmm. Which one is missing, do you think? I'm going to say it was our odds. Yes. I doubt.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in and then accelerated straight into the driver proceeded to back before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
No wonder the cafeteria manager... Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
to work!
Hell no. I'm just an honest fucking bug. How about you?
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons. The man's breathing steadies.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea. Wordless, he'd take hard as a
fucking loincloths. Really did him in. What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the...
Benito is one of the inhabited islands.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless.
With some strange emotion. This is about to...
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows. At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was quite the entertainment. For the week she lasted, expired in the hands of Sard God. Drowned in a creek.
There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless. Odorless. It's...
No. I was in the domain. Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. Go ahead.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man. Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million.
Yes?
There's a trap in the reeds. The reeds, the constant. Locusts.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. Surely.
There's no way to listen to the text, but even just holding it, a pawn shop. The scruffy-haired little boy.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows. This one doesn't.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kick. The other one laughs as well. Heavy wooden doors. Nothing happened.
I don't think that's going.
The carving on the door is block-like, and the surface is this. It'll be easier to break the staple. You see a yellow. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before. This cheap. It'll be easier to break the staple than the padlock. Should you want to get through,
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for... Can you hear the pulsing bass underneath the wind?
there's something on the sea ice there. Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your... There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Voila! You're part of the future brigade now, and... a metal payphone. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable. Calling. Still, this feels end of tone.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre? So nice of you to find the time to call me. Are you sure?
Her voice is drowned. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look.